is like I know this is a weird topic, but it's murderers. Do you realize in the 80s, like, all the, like, one of the most famous people got murdered, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, 1984, April 1st, like, this guy is the king of soul, you know what I mean? His name is Martin Gaye, you know? Like, he has 4 #1 hits, and they were amazing. And this guy could turn, women on easily, man. He had 2 of these amazing songs. It's called, you know, Let's Get It On, man. Just get a woman in bed, sing that to her. Oh my God, you are gonna get it on. Sexual healing, like, the man knew how to do it. And on April 1st, no, I'm being serious, On April 1st, this guy shot him. And like, you know, I'm thinking April 1st, like, is that supposed to be like an April Fool's joke? It's like, bam, you're dead. Oh, wait. Like, are you serious? Hold on. Another person, now this, everyone knows him. He was part of the Beatles. 1980, December 8th, a guy named John Lennon got shot. He was getting ready to perform. He was in New York City, comes out of his apartment, gets shot 4 times. And it was by this guy. And like, people actually, like, you're going, why'd you kill him? Like, that's stupid. And people actually have disorders. Some people think, yo, you can't have, if I can't have him, no one can. That's what some people think, which is actually ridiculous. He shot 4 times in the chest, and while like he was sitting on the bench outside reading The Catcher in the Rye, this story is very famous, and like it's ridiculous. Those guys. Anyway, let's move on to music. Now everybody knows music in the 80s, Michael Jackson, right? Oh my gosh. The man was the king. Everyone loved him. He was new. He was different. Came out with new stuff. Like on a Motown special in 1982, he brought out the moonwalk. Like he first did a kick, spun, toe freeze, and just went back like this. And everyone's looking. Like, is he floating on air? And the reason why he has like over 10 #1 hits, he has 14 #1 hits. The only people to do that better is Elvis Presley. Who else? The Beatles with 20 #1 hits, and Mariah Carey with 18. And like the reason why he's the best, he did something new every single time. Every album, every song, he did something different. Like Billie Jean, he brought in those Billie Jean legs. For Bad, he kicked, crotch grab, then went to the side glide, which was actually like, did something different. And people from the 2000s, they all joined in. Usher, he's part of the 2000s, he learned from Michael Jackson. He got stuff from him. Because you realize in Usher's music videos, he does the side glide, he does a couple of hiccups, he does a couple of stuff. You know, Neo does the same thing. You realize everyone knows Neo. He has the hat, he's got the jacket, he's got the swag. He got that all from Michael Jackson, man. That's how amazing the 80s are. They take stuff. Like, there's a song called Every Breath You Take by the Police. Like, amazing song. It's ranked the 25th greatest song of all time. And P. Diddy had a friend. His name was Big Notorious. He died, man. He's one of the best rappers of all time. P. Diddy reached out to him. He wrote a song called I'll Be Missing You, featuring N.Y. and 112. And, you know, he rapped about him. He took the beat from it because it was a soft, like, it's a good beat. And, you know, he goes, you know, I went back to the 80s. I'm going to take a little something. You know? And then, all right, let's go to sports now. Now, NBA, Michael Jordan came. 1984, drafted. He wasn't drafted first. He was drafted third by the Chicago Bulls. He came out unbelievably. He was 6'6", had a vertical leap of 46 inches. That's about this high. Mine's only 42. That's this high. And I should be able to jump higher than him, to be honest, because I'm shorter. I'm only 5'6". I'm 6'6". That's incredible. He had everything. He showed the NBA. He popularized the NBA. Like, my dad even told me, you know, in the 60s, 70s, you know, there was Will Chamberlain, but he couldn't popularize it enough. Michael Jordan came with the slam dunk competitions. He did something. He went from the free throw line, and then he turned sideways. Like, he was like this in the air. There's a video clip I wish I could show you, but it was incredible. And everyone was going, and then he did a three-peat in the 90s. It was amazing. Anyways, let's move on to television. Oh my gosh, I love the television. Everyone knows The Fresh Prince? Yeah. You know? TV series started in 1989. It won for 6 seasons, amazing 148 episodes. It was like Like everyone knows the Carlton, you know what I mean? It goes like this. It goes like this. And everyone, do you know what everybody says about that? Everyone says about that? Everyone knows the Dougie, right?
Oh my God.
All right. Everyone says that originated from the Carlton. They went back to the 80s. You realize they're taking everything back. That's how amazing the 80s were. They're taking beats, they're taking television. Seinfeld started in 1989, went for another 185 episodes, went till 1998. Like, it was unbelievable. And that, like, Jerry Seinfeld turned his comedy into a TV series. You know? That's how people were thinking back then. All right, now I'm just getting into the music and stuff. Now let's get actually to the wars and all that. You know what I mean? Like there was a bunch of natural disasters. Like for Russia in 1989, Russia and the U.S. they were building weapons. They still hate each other today. You know? They were building weapons, nuclear weapons. They had so much nuclear weapons. They could blow up the world 150 times. You know what I mean? That's a lot of nuclear shiz right there, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, man, that's a lot though, right? You know what I mean? Also, other stuff happened. Alright, one of the worst eruptions of a volcano happened. It's called Mount St. Helens. Even though it only killed 57 people,
Because all it said is, he's letting my fingers bam bam.
but this is in the middle of nowhere.
Got
Like
his
it was in the
head
middle
right
of all trees and land. But like when it blew up a massive amount of area, like it was on the news back in '89. Well, you guys weren't alive, too bad for you.
For you.
Tell me.
Wait, what did you do?
What did you say, me?
You guys
I
were
wasn't
alive.
alive still.
You wasn't either.
And other events went on too, you know what I mean? '88, invention of cell phones. You know what I mean? Like back in there, it was the invention of flip phone, you know what I mean? Like you think you're cool, like, ding. You know what I mean? But now you got BlackBerry, you got iPhone, we created on and on and on.
Samsung, what up?
Now this was found out before, but it got serious today. In 1986, something serious about AIDS started to go on. The doctors were like going, oh my God, people are dying from this, and they started doing research. And that's when condoms got more serious, birth control got, even though birth control was like 1956, something like that, like it started getting more serious. Like everyone was getting worried, everyone was getting like trying abortions, abortions. In 1980, believe it or like 80s or early, like late 70s, the calculator got invented. And my dad told me the calculator, he still has like one of the very first calculators ever. He showed me the only thing that it has is add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That's all it had. Like, that's all it had, right? That's literally all it had. And I'm looking at this calculator. It's like, you know, very small. It's like, and I tried doing it. I go 1 plus 1. 5 minutes later, I get the answer, too. In 1980, the hepatitis B vaccine, it was all over the news, like going around. So the vaccine was out, everyone was excited, you know, lining up to get their shots. Also, now everyone's gonna like this one. The 1982, the invention of Nintendo, yo. Not the Wii, but you know, the Nintendo, you know what I mean? Now this was big because it was the start. Now we have, you see the video game today with Call of Duty, PlayStation, all that stuff. No.
Okay.
This is how it all started right here. And then 1985, now this is the most famous, in my opinion, the most famous Nintendo character of all time. His name is Mario, yo. You know what I mean? The guy that goes, let's go. He got created in 1985. People thought it was actually going to stop, but he evolved into other systems, other games, and they kept the idea going. Now, like, Mario is making, what, millions of dollars. The guy who invented Mario, he's going crazy. The other idea, how the movies, in my opinion, they were the best. You know, it was when the Schwarzenegger came out, you know what I mean? The big buff guy, doing all the buff things. Indiana Jones came in 1981. They only had three movies in the 80s, 1984, 1981, and 1989, and they thought it was going to stop there. But you know, and then some guys started calling and going, yo, you had some good ideas in the 80s, what can you do now? And then back in 2008, makes another film. You know what I mean? So amazing, he got all the actors, but surprisingly they were dead, and they come back. Ghostbusters was famous. They had a soundtrack called, you know, Ghostbusters. I don't know how, I forgot how it goes, but it was a number one hit.
Who you gonna call?
The movie was a success. Made $250 million in the box office. Very big hit. And surprisingly, like my mom and dad were around in the 80s. My mom was a teen. Like now it was, to be honest, like just like how Valerie said about the 70s, the guys look like highlighters. You know what I mean? Because this was the time of the best, my opinion, the best music, but the worst fashion. Because you know Michael Jackson had the glove, he had the jacket, he had like the hair going on, and you know he had all that. Everyone, and Prince was there too, so everyone was putting on makeup, and, like girls with Madonna, you know, because they start putting their hair up like her. You know what I mean? Like they look dreadful, you know. They look terrible. Like my dad showed me a picture of him in the 80s. Gee! Anyways, my two final things, how rapping became popular. A guy, his name is MC Hammer. He's currently like, he's my dad age. His dad, like, he's a year younger than that. He's 53 years old right now. But when back in 1989, he came out with a single. Everybody was doing this. He copied a song from the 60s, and it's called Can't Touch This. It goes like that, right? Anyways, the guy had some weird dance moves. Like he did something with his feet. And like he started breakdancing. He did this thing in this video. It's called a 1-2 step. And he goes like that. Anyways, he made that evolve. He made rapping evolve.
Who did?
What's up? I don't even know him. Anyway, the last, wait, was that the last thing? Ba ba boom, I'm done. Anyways, I thank you all for listening about the 80s because it's my favorite time. I wish I was around there actually. Which kind of sucks because I'm in the 2010 area, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine there because people are crazy these days. But anyway, I thank you very much.